Yes, put simply, quitting porn was the most important step I ever took to being more confident. I know it's hard to believe some random guy on the internet, but this is my story. 3 years ago, when I was in year 8, so this is 2022, 2021, that range, I had just picked up porn as a habit. I had no idea how detrimental it would be to my health, my self-esteem, my physical, my psychology, holy hell, my psychological mindset, all of that nonsense. I truly did not understand it. It progressively worsened over many years, starting off as a simple once a week, because it's stress-free, bro. And then to 3 times a day by the end of year 8. In just 1 year, that addiction had fully worsened. Not even like an actual addiction, like an infection, a plague on myself. Just progressively worsening until I could not exist. I could not function without it. This is a message, but also a warning to everyone still addicted to this. Your life will be a fraction of what it could be while you are still on porn. It wasn't until I picked up public speaking that I could fully cut this addiction. It's simple. But I'm going to be honest. The first few weeks of that phase were miserable. But the suffering of it, the annoyance, the pain of going through that each week, of each month, just trying to phase out this thing was worth it. That feeling I got from it when I finally realized that I don't rely on it anymore, that it's just an option, not a part of my routine, my day-to-day life. It changed everything. I can't even downplay it at all. I actually could talk to people now. I wasn't afraid of showing myself. And that is a powerful thing to have. Knowing that you're not hiding any part of yourself from anyone. That you're willing to show all of it. In fact, that confidence I got from beating this addiction is the sole reason I can sit down right here and record a video to you. Because if I can get one person to stop, one person of this 8 billion people, it would be worth it. It truly would. I'm not asking you to tune in every day and watch videos. I'm just saying, beating this addiction has truly been the most important step in my life to become a better person. It's there from when you're young. And by the way, this addiction is starting off younger and younger each generation. The average age of exposure is 10, 11, maybe even 9, which is beyond me. But still, it wasn't until I reached this point, the end stone of it, that I could actually be myself. And that confidence from it, it's just worth it. I know I've already said this 4 times, but truly, the best thing for your confidence is getting off porn. Am I more confident each day? Hell yes. Am I happy to wake up and see the sun? Hell yes. Am I happy to look myself in the reflection after realizing, after knowing I beat the hardest addiction I could ever face? something that manipulates our desires, our deeply rooted caveman mentality, I will always be proud of that. Beating lust, beating porn is something to always be proud of. End of story. If you've done it, congratulations to you. That is a step very few can ever even amount to. But now we have the really important thing I would like to say. No one talks about how important NOFAP is for confidence, because it's so far left field, it's out of the way, completely just somewhere else. And I don't blame them. It's a hard thing to sell to people, that by cranking your wheelie 12 times a day, you will be less confident when talking to people. But if you were addicted to porn, just like I was, you know that it's ruining your life. Whether people want to believe you or not is a different story, but it does ruin it. That's just a fact. You know, I remember being in year 6 when they start teaching you about this stuff, all the puberty clues it was called. I was told porn was healthy. Just think of how messed up that is. That we as young people were told porn was healthy. It's actually disgusting that this was completely fed to everyone and no one goes against it. No one seems to have actively said during this time when it was being brainwashed into us, hold on, porn is not healthy, it's making our lives worse. No one mentioned that. Now we're stuck in this loop of people who can't escape this addiction because they've spent so long consuming. I'm definitely going to be making more content around this idea of NOFAP and how it made me more confident, because it needs to be said more. When I first got back into public speaking in year 10, I wanted something to help me be more confident. Nothing. Literally, they would trail around the biggest idea on how to be confident. Nothing. 20 minutes of watch time for nothing. Completely nothing. I'm here to tell you right now, as someone who has done public speaking, as someone who's finally got the confidence to record himself and post it on YouTube, the most important step I have taken to achieve this was NOFAP. If you can conquer that one addiction, that plague that has decimated your mind, it's going to set you up for life. You're always going to remember that you beat that addiction. To everyone who's still struggling on this, who's still thinking about it, I just can't get past day 7. Just remember, each relapse, each step back is just another step closer to being done with it. I've got a quote that I listen to religiously that I would always think of whenever it came to porn, whenever it came to ending that addiction. 1 step backwards, 2 steps forwards. That's all it is. Every time you take 1 step backwards, take a breath, calm, and take 2 steps forwards, 2 steps closer to where you want to be in life. That is all it is. Wishing you all best of luck. Farewell.